Hello.
Oh, wait. Okay, we're starting.
Okay.
Hello.
Take a second. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the DVD YouTube commentary of Bro Trip, the supercut.
This is something that has been requested by, like, one person, so we thought we'd release it to the world.
We thought this would be, we said this as a joke several times, and today we are bored, and we are going to do it.
Yeah. So, let's get into this.
Let's get into this.
Into this gold.
Any preface?
No, I think let's just go.
Let's just go. Great. May 19th,
So, May 19th,
2015.
the date that we left.
That's the date that we left in real life. Other than that, this is all fake.
Fake. That picture was taken that day.
It's still my contact on your phone.
Yeah.
On my phone. Can we turn it down?
Yeah.
Where's the remote? Boom. And this was my idea. The trip was my idea.
This is probably the most false episode because I am playing the character of you.
Yes. Because like January of this year, I think I asked, or was it before that?
I think it was around that time, yeah.
During like Christmas break, I was like, I'm going to graduate. I want to go on a trip. You should come with. And you were planning on going back to Africa.
Yeah. So I was a little unsure. And when I decided that it was happening, we ended up ironically switching places in this first sketch.
I did get a job.
You did get a job.
Spoiler alert. Which I like most of the time until I think about the road trip, and then I just quit.
Tears come down.
And I cry at my desk. My neck acne is not good in this. I think it... Is it better? I think.
Yeah, I think you're good. So this is all... My voice is your voice in this episode, pretty much.
And I'm just playing a goofy straight man.
Basically.
These are fun.
Yeah. Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
The blood of the trip.
And this is in Tennessee, this shot.
Yeah. Not actually Massachusetts.
If you can believe it.
Yeah. Movie magic. Right before your eyes. Oh, man.
Oh, miniseries. Tuesdays,
beginning.
Thursdays.
That thing was one of the first things that you were like, what if we do an intro?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, do. Also, this shot, funny story about that later.
Yeah. This is also pretty much not true.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
I really wanted there to be like a thing that we did before we left Massachusetts.
That gave it some...
That gave it like, okay, this is what we do at home. And then for us to do it again at the end.
At the end. We
But
didn't
then
really
we didn't
do that.
But you cut in some of this
at the
end. Last montage, which did exactly what we wanted to do.
Didn't plan that at all. We'll just... we'll see. But
yeah, he sent me an edit one time of the montage, and it had that in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so great.
Good. Also, I think we only ate these here. We never ate these.
Yep,
again.
because these are tostadas.
Tostadas.
From Cumberland Farms, from Cumbies. And we had some more sticks in the car that we made them try to look like corn dogs. Which I don't think was successful at all.
You can't, I mean, there's...
Especially because there's a pointy stick in the thing. I have that hat.
You have the hat.
Somewhere. Oh, is it?
Right here.
Boom.
So that hat is still
wear it all the time.
Also, you can totally see me in your glasses.
Yep.
But that's
You filming.
okay. Yeah, me holding the mic. This is fun.
Also true.
Yeah.
Because I love this hat so much, and I know nothing about the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
This hard cut joke you sent to me too, and was like, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That worked so well. Because this was what, day 2, day 1?
This was day 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, so it was of 35.
It was day 1.
It was
we
day
did
1?
this.
Because we filmed the first one like the night before or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was in Connecticut, technically.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time we'd done it. And I think we were shocked at how much time it took.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, we're just going to Gettysburg today.
Yeah.
To go to Michael and Matthew's house. And but like it took hours.
Yeah.
We were like, oh yeah, we'll just stop and do a thing.
Just do an episode.
And then we looked at the ETA after,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh my
It's
gosh,
like midnight.
it's way later.
Yeah. There.
Again, not true.
Also not mine. But yeah, there a few seconds ago there was the thing about what was going to happen later. That
Yep.
cut in at the end that
Boom.
was not planned. This
Good
was
old Ion. This shot is in Beverly.
is
after.
in Beverly, Massachusetts, not in
Not during the road
Pennsylvania.
trip at all. We just needed this pickup.
Yeah. So this one you'll notice I'm not in really at all because I'm the cameraman.
This is our friend Matthew Negro doing a little cameo.
Played a great policeman.
Great policeman. And this sketch, this is the only sketch in the whole series.
Kind of standalone. And we didn't get pulled over. This is not real.
Not once, which is amazing.
It is amazing. That's a lot of miles to not get pulled over. The funny thing about this flashlight was that was part of your pitch
Of the road trip.
of the road trip. You're like, oh, we could do a sketch because we found this small
Mag light.
flash mag light.
Yeah.
Like, what if this cop pulls us over and just has small things?
Yeah.
And
Are we looking at the camera? Are you looking at the camera?
I am sometimes.
Okay, I haven't been at all.
Oh, you can.
This is Officer Small requesting backup in District 3. Oh, are you?
I'm just catching up.
Oh,
You
good.
can get a radio that small. Toys R Us? I will lock you up. Oh, you're killing me, Small. That's
Okay.
Officer Small.
Smalls.
Small. See what I'm
It
saying?
was excellent writing. We wrote this the day of, I think.
If you could believe it.
In their kitchen.
In their kitchen, yeah. And that was the only one we really had a
We
script
wrote,
for.
yeah.
We like typed it out and we were
Uh-huh.
like had it on like the tablet
Don't make me pull out
because
my
we don't have a printer in the car.
All right. Also, those police flashes are just like a tablet.
Yeah, we just like
I guess they're not getting budget cuts on their gun department.
Nice one-liner.
it's a horrible line. That's a horrible line.
Good one.
And I didn't deliver it well either. It could have been sold.
Another small joke there.
It's our friend Jay.
Yeah, it's been a rough week.
Love that.
That's pretty good.
That's a
pretty
good one.
funny.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't
really.
fit the rest.
Yeah.
At all. It's funny, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and this was really This is one of the truest ones.
This is
I
a
think.
big episode. This is a big turning point.
Yeah,
Because that last one was really stressful.
really
And
stressful.
I was
and
losing
took
my mind.
hours.
Yeah. The car battery died.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And so this is the one where we were just like, let's just go and film something.
And this whole thing, which is one of my favorites, took maybe an hour.
And they probably 30 minutes.
Probably
we
less.
just like talked.
And it was a couple of simple shots.
Yeah.
And you did it in the car mostly, like you edited
Yeah.
in the car.
Yeah.
Titanic.
Sam's improvisational genius
And
at work.
you really did this in Connecticut.
Titanic.
I
Remember?
did.
We were at like day 2 or day 1, I guess. We were like at one of those rest stops, and we had some thing, and you stood up on a picnic bench and went, "I am
Yes,
Titanic."
I did. Yeah.
And I'm like, we've gotta. So this really happened.
Yeah, and it was
Just not in
huge,
Texas.
huge for the rest of it. Also, if you notice my rash there, the poison ivy, in the episode Cumbies a few episodes back, there was a shot of us driving down the highway. We thought it'd be cool to get that shot, but that involved me jumping over a fence or two and
Getting poison ivy.
Getting poison ivy.
I love that shot
Yeah,
because that was just really what happened.
Yeah.
I just threw you the keys and you dropped
then you
them,
just dropped it. Yeah.
and then you couldn't get in the car.
And then you opened it for me. Wow. Oh man. Texas. That was real emotion about Texas. Texas.
Yeah,
was
it's
big.
huge.
It's so huge.
It's nuts.
Like 5 days in Texas.
Yeah, it was wicked long.
You wanna do this one?
What do you mean?
This is what's happening here.
Well, oh yeah, this is. I hope that the time lapses convey this. This is our nightly routine.
Pretty much.
For probably, I think 70% of the trip, we slept in the back of the car at usually Walmart parking lots.
Yeah.
And that meant taking everything from the back of the car and putting it into the driver and passenger seat, and everything, which was a while.
Oh yeah.
And then getting in, and we slept like heads near the rear wheels, and our legs going into the folded down back
Comfy.
seats.
Also true.
Also true. This farts episode, 100% true, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Farts, yeah, mostly farts.
The smelling of the farts,
Yeah.
the fact that we fart like dad.
You didn't just fart there.
I didn't just fart there. But also the fact that I didn't fart until I was 18 years old.
True.
That is
completely true.
100% true.
I did learn a lot about farts my freshman year of college.
You know that, like, the fart that we smell is only 1% or less of the gas that actually comes out of your butt when you fart. Which one that fart.com. You should really only trust fart.net.
We found this bit, like driving around Franklin one of the days before
We
the road
did,
trip.
yeah. We did a test day and just talking about farts.
That I heard dad farting,
This is also true.
but
The tough thing with the supercut is that there's not what accidentally happened with those intro like do do do, which we also just got on my
Right,
phone
it
on
was like on
GarageBand
GarageBand.
because I'm not a composer at all, if you can believe it.
yeah.
Farts.
Dead
Those were all the establishing shots too.
Yeah.
Like otherwise it's just cutting between us and the car.
Yeah.
But it was nice to have just a shot of the car
Yeah, because that was
before
like
the episode.
one of the characters of of the whole thing.
The Ion.
So love me some kickin' chicken taco.
Kickin' Chicken Taco Truck. What a horrific way to flavor a Pringle.
So
Those
good.
were awful.
I loved them so much. It's like eating a taco. Also, that's how I eat a Pringle.
Sideways.
Sideways and upside down sometimes.
The pine cone in the back is from Sequoia.
Yeah, Sequoia or Redwoods? I think it's Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Yeah.
Because we were driving out at night and we saw these huge pine cones, which of
Mm-hmm.
course is not okay to take.
I mean, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Just on the road. We didn't take it off
Yeah,
the tree.
we didn't.
And they were on the road and we kept trying, but there was someone behind us.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a park
Park
ranger.
ranger.
And we kept driving past batches of them and turning around to try to get them, and the park ranger would also turn around behind us.
Like, what are these people doing?
Like, what are they doing? And then they finally, like, we were stopped, pulled over, and he came out,
And you lied?
and I lied horribly.
Horrible.
He's like, where are you trying to go? And I'm like, we're looking for the river. No river.
No river.
I'm like, because in my head I was like,
Don't tell them we're stealing pine cones. We can't let that happen. They'll lock us up.
because we didn't want to be banned from national parks.
Oh, yeah. This is a good episode. This is one that's hard to show to people, to be like, hey, look at what we did. But if you get the right person,
Yeah,
they love it.
it's choice.
No, look.
Adding some nature.
That's Beartooth Pass.
Perhaps.
Going into Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Yeah, I
from
think
Montana.
So. Oh, arches.
Arches
Arches.
is the best.
How did this joke come up?
You told me don't leave the food
You
out.
said this joke.
There's a lot of raisins there, yeah.
I said it we said this as the park. You talked to the park ranger. And
I talked to the park ranger. This is a verbatim exchange.
in the car, basically.
Okay.
After you had gone and talked to the park ranger, hey, can we have a tent? And the park ranger told you there's ravens, and I said
And then
like that's so.
Yeah.
Also, something that's funny and you might notice about this whole series is that at the beginning, Will was going to be the straight man, and I was going to be kind of the dummy, and that started to just like come true and who I actually
real
was
life.
as a person. So,
This one's true too.
yeah,
It gets. I mean, after the first couple, they're all
pretty
inspired by stuff from the trip.
Are not a high enough caliber to appreciate.
This is kind of like a conversation we had in the car too.
I mean, and it's what I was thinking about the whole trip.
Because you just like,
You just can't. Like the experience of going from this is Arches, so
Yeah.
Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
We had done Guadalupe Mountain National Park. That was our first national park.
Yeah.
After a bunch of cities and sort of campsites. Guadalupe Mountains, Then we went to White Sands. Then we went to Canyonlands. Then Arches. Then Bryce Canyon.
So much.
Then Zion. Then Grand Canyon. And it's like going to Vegas the next night was nice because it was like a rest from natural beauty to the eyes.
Yeah, it was.
It's amazing. Like you can't. Your eyes get like tired of it, and you're not seeing it well.
Exactly.
Like when we were in Arches, I remember. Remember that?
Yeah, you said it was just another arch or something like that.
We were driving, and you were like, "Oh, you want to pull over at this arch?" And I was like, "We'll see better arches today."
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to do because they're all in that nugget of that part of America.
True. Sandwich continuity errors.
Yeah, lots of those.
We had like 2 sandwiches and we just ate them.
No one's really pointed that out though.
Yeah,
but we did.
This was accepted in a festival.
It was indeed.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, I kind of wrote it.
Right, partially. I have a few good lines.
You do. The whole first half of the thing is just me.
It's just
talking.
you talking.
And
I'm
you
like,
talk more in the second.
When
half.
I show this to
this
people,
one especially.
When I show this to people, they just laugh because they're like, "Oh, do you just say yeah in this show?"
But you have the good.
I have.
You
Yeah,
have the last
I have
line.
the,
People also say, "Is it intentional that you didn't get the shot of what you were looking at?" To which we say, "Of course it was. It was very intentional."
We are in California. Yeah, we made it.
If we had more time, we could have done an episode for
In
like every
between,
state,
yeah,
you know. But
yeah.
the way it played out,
It's still amazing that we
because we do a few states a day sometimes.
yeah.
We'd go through them
And it would be like, well, because I mean, okay, it's like Pennsylvania, Texas. That's a big jump.
and then California,
And
we
then
were there.
Arches, and then California. Farts is the in between.
Yeah, it was all that.
I'm kind of confused though, because you said, "I cannot believe this," as if like it was some like Ripley's Believe It or Not thing, like Sam and Will made it to California. Okay, didn't
I like this because we're still like disputing like what the bro trip is in California.
In
when We've already
California.
made it.
Another true part of it is how much I wore those gray shirts, which I'm wearing right now.
Yep, a lot of gray shirts.
I just had 3 of those, and they were comfy, and I wore them pretty much all the time.
A lot. Shout out to Kevin Marble,
Kevin Marble.
such a great guy.
I remember a couple weeks
composer.
before the trip listening to this song, thinking about us being at the Grand Canyon and like laughing and crying in the car because I was so excited. His music is awesome. Check him out.
Check
Kevin Marble.
him out.
He's on Bandcamp.
Real waves.
And this was halfway through the trip. This was day
Yeah,
17.
17.
Or LA was day 17.
LA,
and then
yeah.
this was in Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Which was like 18.
Yeah.
Another thing that really happened. We
Yeah.
got to touch the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And then realizing that
we.
it's hard to
Yeah,
touch the ocean
no,
if you
for
don't want
sure.
to get your feet wet.
Yeah. That counts. Oh,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, the music makes this one.
Oh, for sure.
Nice. I forgot to mention that we have an amazing secret at the end of this.
Oh yeah.
So
Stay
you
tuned.
should keep watching, and definitely not turn this off because you have better things to do than seeing 2 brothers talk about the web series that they made a year ago
Laugh at.
and laugh at because we love it. This was another very stressful episode.
Very strange because we had to burn a taco. Was the on the list of this episode.
Yeah. And this
And-
was a pretty real. I was like, this would be really funny if I had, was thinking about pouring a taco
Right.
out for like Caleb and Anna.
And I didn't know what pouring one out was.
So this was a similar.
Yeah. I think a lot of these episodes were translations of conversations we had in the car.
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty much everything after
Everything.
the pulled over.
Yeah.
we should like pour one out for him or something. Maybe pour it out.
it's like a tradition to pour a drink out for someone who's like gone or has died.
Caleb died?
No, Caleb didn't
I
die.
love that.
Just like, wouldn't it be funny?
If Caleb died?
I think we like wrote talking it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was like you said stuff and it was
Exactly.
great.
I love that. So silly.
Uh,
And man, it was so hard to light that taco on fire.
we went through like 3.
One,
I
two,
think.
three. Yep, we bought 3 of them. Not expensive at Taco Bell,
Yeah.
but we bought 3 to have options. And this shot ends up looking so good because it looks
Yeah.
like it's really on fire because it really
Because
is.
it really is.
But like the lighter is not
Yeah.
burnt my finger, and we were
Yeah.
getting so and we were losing light, of course, in that shot. We're sort of like half cut
Yeah.
off, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we were burning the taco, and this guy came over
up and was
from another
talking.
convenience store, probably wondering like, are these guys doing something really weird?
And why are they burning tacos?
Or like, who knows?
This one's also true.
And it's weird. This is in Idaho
Somewhere around
that we
there.
filmed. Yeah,
Got the trees.
the
Going.
pines look like Idaho or like Oregon.
Yeah, up there. Great silence there.
Camera audio.
Great camera audio going on here.
See, it's a featured extra atlas in the back
Yeah.
between us.
Seemed way better. A lot.
Also, yeah, Jackson,
Jackson,
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
What is that
So
place?
strange. So strange.
I thought it would be like a cool,
Yeah.
like hip New Orleans.
Hoppin'.
This is not a place I would love to go. Like, damn.
Very sketchy.
Very true.
Very weird place.
We got pulled over by a campus police,
Yeah.
or like we parked somewhere, and he's
Yeah,
like, "What are you guys doing?"
What's going on here?
Like, we're from Massachusetts. We just wanted to see Jackson.
This is huge as far as
the ice.
all the Baja Blast we had.
And yeah, because we had coolers in the back that we wanted to like save money by getting ham and cheese
Uh-huh.
and sodas, getting them in bulk.
Yeah. Saved us a lot.
It did, I
probably,
think.
Yeah.
But ice got to be expensive. Ice isn't cheap
Yeah.
unless you go to Twice the Ice.
Twice the ice. Where it's
Look at the amount that you get for $1,
Yeah.
and they sing you a song.
That's
It's normally like $5.
yeah. It's the best deal you can get in.
And all across the Southwest, there's those things that are just like boxes
This is amazing.
in like buildings in
Yeah.
parking lots.
Twice is nice.
It's amazing.
White Sands is cool. I didn't know that this existed. When we
Yes!
left, I was like, it's like snow, but like sand. I don't get it.
Yeah,
So cool.
those sleds. They have a really weird Ponzi scheme for the sleds where like you rent the sleds
Yeah.
for like $15 each, and then when you return them, you get like 5.
Yeah, I think so.
And then they sell you wax for the sleds that is $5.
Yeah.
And we waited outside because we didn't like have a lot of money, so we were just like, we just bought it from someone who was going to return it and
Yeah.
gave them more money.
That's a tall order. I bet it's not though. I bet it's just a big hole.
Sam the jerk.
Hole in the ground.
I love this because we did think we're like,
Yeah.
there's no way the Grand Canyon's gonna be as good as they
yeah.
say.
All right.
We say whoa again there if you listen closely. I didn't notice that.
Little Easter egg.
Oh gosh.
It's crazy to me that like nature could erode away 4 faces like that. Perfect.
More of me just becoming the character.
Crazy. And this was also, of course, you never really thought that, but we thought it'd be funny to do an episode about that,
Right.
talking about Mount Rushmore.
Why
we
we
never
didn't
went.
go,
Why
yeah.
we didn't go.
Right.
And
Erosion?
and it would be funny. This was the only joke we had was Sam thinks erosion caused Mount Rushmore, and then we went into this.
What are the 4? Did I get the first 2 right?
No.
No?
It's you weren't even close. Well,
Jeff-
Lincoln is on there.
Lincoln? Yeah.
It's Lincoln, Washington,
Not Benjamin.
not Ben Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
Lincoln, Washington, Theodore Roosevelt, and maybe Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I think he might be it. Franklin and Booth, definitely not on there.
Booth. You said Booth as an improv.
You didn't. We
I
didn't
was not
plan
expecting
that?
it.
John Wilkes Booth. Yeah. He's like one of the
I think we might have cut after the first
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh, we had to.
Yeah.
We're in a totally different place. You can tell
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
We've cut to way later.
Yeah, absolutely.
After I ask, and who's the 4th?
Yeah. Booth.
John Wilkes Booth.
because it's one of the hardest times I've laughed in my whole life.
That was good.
We learned a lot today. That we did.
These are only some of the outtakes.
There was probably another 30 minutes of
Yeah,
outtakes of me
yeah.
trying to keep it together when Sam said, Booth.
Booth. Oh man.
I've rarely laughed like this.
Yeah.
You saw a sign.
This is a good one.
I like this one.
Yeah.
This is not. I mean, this never technically happened. I guess we
No.
listen to a lot of music and podcasts to kill
Basically.
time.
I'm trying to think. It was like
We often sang along to like Mumford
it was like Shut Up and Dance was a big one.
because it was on the radio
All the time. And then what was the Uptown Funk? Was what? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a super fun song.
Yeah. Also on the radio.
Also on the radio a lot. Yeah.
I said so many times. So take a look at what you've done. I couldn't say take a look at what you've done. Oh gosh.
Sam,
This is true. I can't sing that high.
Wait a minute. Feel like I put some nigga in it.
a little off key there, Will.
Sunshine, Julio, get the stretch. Goddamn Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi.
Well, it's weird.
Just
Nice.
need someone to
A lot of Beatles too.
Yeah. People are normally impressed by that.
Oh, yeah?
Wow. Harmony. There are so many more. We did like the Office theme.
Yeah.
And like, I wanted to just be.
I love you just looking at the camera there explicitly. And we did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
We had whole this episode could have been like 8 minutes
Yeah.
long and it would have been awful. But
Didn't know the words to this.
yep.
It won't be long till I'm gone.
Tap in the back.
Someone like you.
And we filmed this in Nebraska.
In Nebraska, because it was so long.
It was so long. That's a very boring state to drive through. We had a rule that we wouldn't drive on interstates during the day
Yeah.
unless we really needed to get somewhere,
Like through Nebraska.
like through Nebraska, like out of Nebraska.
Yeah. And that was big. That helped.
Yeah, because interstates are so boring.
Yeah.
When you lost out there.
A little Easter egg.
Yeah.
An Easter egg just after.
After thing.
Because we loved this shot,
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, it kind of doesn't fit
It didn't. Yeah.
in the episode, but we want to include it, you know. And you use that ending montage. You said
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because that moment was great.
I guess that's why they call this place the West.
Nothing with.
That's a stupid thing. Okay. All right.
Color's great in this.
Oh, thanks.
Trip. Not entirely. Yeah. Boy, could I use a pee station. In a bathroom?
I love these.
If you farted into a bag and sealed it off, and you popped it, would it smell? Do you think clouds ever get sad?
I was just spewing.
These are
stuff.
a lot of things that you really said.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be interesting to see life through the eyes of a leaf.
Oh gosh.
You wake up.
You wake up, and you're a leaf.
You don't wake up.
Oh no, the caterpillar!
My friends still say this. Do they? They
Flying
say
away.
caterpillar.
Where's the leaf come from? Centennial Bank.
Said
They
this.
like only
Yeah.
give you your money every 100
There was a lot of
It'd be cool if
bank names / location
Signs,
jokes.
Yeah, signs. What did I say? Something about
Oh yeah.
Disney. Something.
Yeah, it was like
Walt Disney.
no, it was like Disney World.
because if you do,
No, it was Walt Disney. You're like Walt Disney National Park or like Walt Disney Park. I'm like that's Waldoxy Park.
Yeah.
Booth. I will.
This is like the only shot of Sam driving.
Yep.
Because Sam rarely drove.
Because it was kind of not legal.
He had a permit, and I hadn't had my license for a year.
Right.
So.
But
Look at those sheep. They're huge. Sam, those are cows.
did that
I
happen?
think it
See
happened.
what I mean? I guess that's why they call you the stupido.
That doesn't really make sense.
Not really. Just needed a way to end it.
It's over.
Oh.
And I guess, yeah, this is the last episode.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
I've got my wristband from the Mumford concert that we went to.
Mumford.
You know? Like when people come back.
There's a lot more about this.
Right.
Got into
Like,
bison.
I can't say
I'm forgetting that bison
Numbers
thing.
of bison. I said we saw bison, and you said, "Oh, we saw a few," and we fought about
for us, it's
what
like
few and a couple and those
Oh,
names.
yeah, like several.
Yeah,
like,
several. Yeah.
Walmart.
Just chatting
So
in the
we
car.
just cut it to just the war.
This was the last day, though. I mean,
This
we were
what?
losing sunlight on the last day,
Wake up
headed home to Franklin, Mass,
covered in sweat
Yeah,
next to
which was so sad.
every morning.
it was.
Can I
Missed
say
this a
two
lot.
things?
I love this
Number one, I think that pillow thing is
because
just
again,
the account of
like in
Number
California,
two,
we're still disputing things, and Sam is just
in some very small
like
ways,
what?
Not really listening.
a similar scenario to that, but I also think the road trip was not nearly as hard as war is. And I feel like
I love the.
maybe you think you have a much better grasp on war than you really have. And I just want to make sure
I love
you
that.
know that it's not as harder than the road trip. Now we're back from Massachusetts.
Still
This is a
wearing
great-
wearing that shirt.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I have to find a job and pay
Which I did.
rent.
Found a job.
Still would rather be on a road trip. Although by the end of it, we were done.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
felt like, yeah, let's go to a bed. Like, let's my bed. We had a lot of people host us, which was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. I won't list them all because there's like 12.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
Helped us.
helped us in our quest, which was great because a shower meant a lot on the road trip.
Oh, absolutely.
There was a week or two that we went with
It
no.
was like Santa Barbara to Denver, Colorado.
Yeah,
Was
all the way up and over many days
without a shower.
without a shower.
Ah,
Wow, yeah.
it was a-
We really just hopped a fence and climbed up a thing in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
A butte.
we'll probably just spew these out because they're quick. That was
I
one
love these shots of
episode.
White Sands.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
White Sands is amazing.
This is that.
Come on,
Oh,
so pretty.
arches.
Bryce
This is
Canyon,
Bryce Canyon was
amazing.
sweet. Marshmallows. This is after or before
After dinner. Yeah.
After.
I think because of the lighting, it's
Yeah.
after. Where is that? That's so cool.
I don't know. I forget. Oh man,
That's at Bryce. This is
Bryce. Yeah. There's a
that's
deer.
a deer.
This sweet shot.
We took that as a joke, and then it's like, yeah, put it in. Sam got some great shots, just like driving in the car.
Yeah, that's fun.
Because I was driving, of
Right.
course.
Yeah. Will did the
Doing the
hard
driving.
part.
I'm so glad you had this booth stuff in it like 4 times.
Yeah. No. I just kept bringing that back.
Dancing.
Peeing.
Where was
watching.
that? That was like
in
I feel like
Arizona.
Arizona. I think we were getting
Really cool.
close to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
And we were like, maybe this is like part of it.
We almost ran out of gas.
Almost ran
in
out of-
Texas.
Oh, in West Texas.
West
We're gonna do an
Texas.
episode about that.
Yeah. Oh man.
There's a couple episodes that we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
The one where we run out of gas,
Harmonica.
and the one about we played the harmonica like in the car.
Yeah.
And I got literally like a thing
Yeah.
so that I could play while driving. We're not good at harmonica.
No.
But we knew what songs on what albums were in the right key, for us
key.
to play along.
We could
Had
play
a lot
like.
of fun.
Oh man, that was fun.
Shakes from like Kentucky or like
Yeah.
West Virginia or something.
Yeah. That was
Redwoods.
Redwoods. Yeah.
This was in California. We stopped. We were driving this river, and there was a bunch of people just like hanging out with a rope swing, which was
Yeah.
like amazing.
Yeah. M&M.
Sam doing terrible at feeding me M&Ms,
Yeah.
and me throwing
And Will
M&Ms.
throwing them
Yeah.
at me.
That was real. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
We just had the camera on.
And I was
Sam
not.
never made it.
I was not successful in the rope swing.
You were so frustrated. You were so
I was
annoyed.
mad. I was mad because they're like 12-year-olds could do it.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I?
Crater Lake. So gorgeous.
Ooh.
That was one of those things where we just ran. We
Yeah.
drove up to Crater Lake. We saw it like that.
And then we left.
And then we had to leave. We had
Yeah.
to keep going.
Yeah. Will
Native
here-
Americans.
Native Americans.
Is what you
yeah.
should say.
Yeah.
Idaho,
Yeah.
jumped in a river.
Sweet river. I don't know
Wyoming.
what that is.
I think that's close to Yellowstone. That's in Yellowstone.
I wish we got that shot more.
Yeah, that's an awesome shot.
Oh, I get goosebumps every time
too.
with this one.
Lives in California and the Pacific Ocean and Yellowstone and the Grand Canyon. Maybe a bear. Maybe a bear.
We
Maybe
did
we'll
see a bear.
Saw a bear. That is not a CG bear.
No.
This is a good idea.
Good idea. Oh,
Man. I'm a little embarrassed by how much I like this and enjoy it.
yeah. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I mean, I think it's okay that you love it so much.
No one's listening at this point. Everyone has
Perhaps.
turned this off.
It's
If you're watching this commentary, we should date or something because occasionally I took my shirt off driving.
right.
Because you really appreciate it, and I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching Bro Trip, and then also
and,
this.
Hopefully,
this
you watch
extraneous
Bro Trip
commentary
first.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hopefully.
what is happening?
What is going on?
Lots of laughing.
Lots of laughing. And of course, there were things that were hard about the trip. It was
Yeah.
not fun the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's the episodes that we had planned and kind of
Just
didn't
didn't do. Yeah.
which is too bad. But, if we do it again, we'll do those episodes.
yeah. So that it's not just la la time.
Yeah.
There's some talk about how we're gonna do this, about like if we're gonna talk and then credits or
I think you edited so well. Sam edited all of them. He did a great job.
shucks.
And I mean, did almost everything. I
Sure.
shouldn't say, oh, he edited, because he also
Sure.
did the camera and the audio and everything.
Again?
Yes. And that's it.
Yeah.
And then now another thing by Sam plays. But thank you for watching and
Yeah.
for listening. I hope you enjoyed this half as much as
half.
we did, because we liked it a
A
lot.
lot.
Thank you for watching Bro Trip. Show it to your friends. Watch it again.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
If you're a like TV station
Oh yeah.
and you want to buy us,
If you're a Hollywood exec
Yeah.
looking for two white men to hire
Yeah.
to do a web series about traveling across the country,
just hit us up. Our numbers are in the description below.
click subscribe.
Yeah.
Our numbers.
Our
My headshot is right here.
right
we'll put it
there.
right there.
Uh-huh. I don't
Uh,
have one because I don't like to act.
But his cinematography reel is on youtube.com/Sam's cinematography reel.
I don't think that's the link.
Not at all. But hey, yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank
all two
you.
of you still with us. And
What's the surprise? We forgot about.
I know. I
the
lied about the
surprise.
surprise. There's no surprise. I just needed that get
The-
for them
the
to
hook.
stick around.
Gotcha.
The surprise is the Bro Trip's been in you the whole time.
And we hope that it flies all the higher.
Because of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, also go on a road trip. It's really fun.
Yeah, for sure.